Hello, good morning. My name is Samhita Chikkalapur Nagendra and my teammate is Harshil Deepak Kumar Pate and we are pair number 1 and our topic is evaluation of required skills and competencies in construction project management and the subtopic is like analysis of job advertisement post for construction project managers to find the most sought after skills and competencies in the industry as well as aiding training programs and educational curriculum. Next comes the introduction. So the construction industry has a vital role in shaping the modern world and successful construction project management is necessary for the timely and economical completion of projects. So the duties of a construction manager are multidimensional. They have to be like coordination, planning, budgeting, management of risk, communication with different stakeholders. So this in a dynamic field, these professionals requires various skills and competencies in order to achieve the success of the projects. So if we take aim and objective, the research aims to analyze job advertisements for construction project managers to classify the industry's most sought after skills and competencies. So in order to have this notification, this study have to be like training programs and educational curricula, assuring that aspiring project managers are to be prepared with these proper expertise to be successful in their careers. So we have done summary table for 15 articles, whatever we have selected on the basis of our topic. And the full citation, it aims and design, we have found the key findings, limitations. So for each particular article, there is an aim, key findings and limitations. So if we consider a first article, that is requirements of project managers, what do job advertisements say? The main aim is to identify the project manager competencies that are most desirable. And here the text mining method was used to analyze job advertisements. And the limitations are, it did not analyze word or sentence level semantics. If we consider a fourth article, the framing of construction management responsibilities in UK and USA, the aim was, again, by looking at how job advertisements frame the responsibilities of construction management professionals. So here we are conducting like genre analysis. So 5 different moves were identified. So the description of role and responsibilities, candidate requirements, application process, organizational identity, and description. So here also, if we found the key findings, it offers a wide view and understandings on construction management roles and responsibilities. This sample of job advertisements capture only a limited number of jobs at a certain point in time and place, and this has made a further research. If we go for next summary tables, I have taken 15, so 8, 9, 10. If I go for 10th article, what do job advertisements and academic literature say? So here we are investigating both individual competencies of project managers through methodological approach as well as the academics for employment opportunities. Here we are taking both the sampling analysis, bibliometrics and content analysis in order to provide a survey of job advertisements and websites. Next, the literature review only used the ISI Web of Science database, which despite the relevance for academic community. So this article is a high relevance to my research as it discusses about the analysis of skills and competencies in construction management. So the last one, if I take the competency-based performance model, this is like a framework to deliver the excellence such as management, succession planning, performance management, and team deployment. So we have used the statistical techniques and the data collected from the samples. Here it provides CPM role and managerial competencies such as selection and performance management frameworks. So it also failed to link competencies to appraisal and only the reward management has been issued. So next come the literature review. So we have provided the literature review of 15 articles. So the main objective was to identify the requirements and competencies of project manager sought after by employments. And here the job advertisements has been done by fragments. So if we go on see the skills and competencies identified were fundamental, and it forms the basis for research questionnaire, and it clearly employs employers to communicate the duties and expectations to potential job applicants. And the one most article, it was like the identifying and comparing the project manager competencies from both the supply side and demand side. And this is like a toolkit which have been formed, promoted and packaged, and this has been like important for our project management techniques and procedures. So the clustering aggregates have been like we have taken in the form of clustering methods. So mixed methods were used to analyze the data like qualitative and quantitative, and also by like multidimensional scaling. So it involves the identifying and analyzing the competencies. And we have taken one paper as a Ghanaian housing construction. So statistical techniques were used. Next, the research questions and objectives will be explained by my teammate.
Hi, this is Harshil Patel, and for the research question and their objectives. So, our the first research question is what are the commonly mentioned skill and the competencies for the construction project manager in the job advertisement? So, the objective for that is to identify the skill and the competence in the individuals who can effectively lead and the manage the construction project to its successful completion, and thereby maintaining the high standard of quality while delivering. The second question is, are there any particular industry trade or the emerging skill in the progressively more sorted after by the employees in the construction project management? So there's like a two objective for this question. The first one is to implement a soft skill effectively and offering training on the BIM and the effective utilization of a digital technologies. The second objective is to adopt and learn the new skills quickly, sought by the employees in the construction project management. The third is research question is about the uh, how do the needs a skill and 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 competitive challenges according to project size, geographical location, project type, and the implementation of educational and the training program. So for that, our objective is to forecast the numbers of for each particular situation, the education and the training program, and the also recognize the project manager who are capable to addressing in uh, uh, a specific challenges. For that, we are just discuss about the identify skills. So such as skills are the industrial knowledge. There was their capability of negotiation and the risk management and the such as. So these are the particular skills we have to like focus while the recruiting such managers. For the next slide, please. The next slide is a research methodology. So since this study aimed to describe and analyze the issue and their mitigation and related skill competencies for the construction project manager, it's an approach for this particular for 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 this research. So for the data collection, we are the software. It's through online interviews, a systematic approach and all. The first point is a systematic approach is a follow to identify and the compare a project money just companies for their supply and the demand and side. So what they need to and what we get from that. for the second and provide so for the second provide in the communication to potential candidate through the job interviews, so, so we can get like a proper um, identification for the what the candidate knows about the industry and all. The third one is a utilizing a project manager completely from their background academic for their rational and for that where they are working for this project and all. And the third one is industry perspective about the where is like a project type, and that's all. For the content analysis, we are just discuss about the qualitative and the quantitative. So it's a divided in the four category. The first one is a category creation, then the online website. Third one is a data collection where 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 we are going through the like a phone calls, job interviews and all, and then the research content. The next slide will is a personal reflection for like team members for me and Samita. So for the my side, at the beginning of there is a project, and the selection of a topic is a very it is like very hectic for us. Like we are like want to go for the different topic, but after the discussion, we have finally agree for the one topic. And and, and then make the whole outline of the work. While the selecting the research general, we spend like a lot of time about like 2 weeks for that. So it's like take a like too much time for the going for the generals. There's summary table, the referring and all. So while the Zoom meeting and the guides are suggested do whatever you want, just do like as fast as possible because the assessment are like near to about within a week or 1.5 week. So the overall review is like a quite challenging for the me to refer a multiple paper and the journals, and the lessons which I learned from is like follow the particular time which we are like allocated for the particular work. So that's like a personal reflection and learning for me. The next slide of a personal reflection from the Samita. So she will explaining like how she feel about that. So Samita.
Yes, coming to my personal reflection, it was too quite challenging for me. So we started with the brainstorming sessions when we first discussed our assessment through phone call and how to approach the task. So I and he was involved in the selection of topic from the mentioned list, and we selected the topic on the basis of the area of interest, and like as we have, as it is a general topic, we have found out. So initially it was very difficult to understand the requirements of the research topic which we selected. So we spent more dedicated time on selected the supporting journals to the main topic from the scopus. So we were about to take out 15 journals, so we have almost divided. So we have taken and we were discussing on that. So this will match this criteria. So we agreed to work together on these supporting research papers by creating like summary tables, theme matrix, and presentations. That's on a weekly basis, but we were able to do as much as little because we were not knowing much. The technology such as Zoom and WhatsApp helps us in managing the work efficiently and effectively. So we were always like conducting WhatsApp than rather than based like Zoom. So the personally like working in a pair, this made me effective in developing skills and sharpening the existing ones, which provided me like in-depth knowledge about the first part of the research project. It is like helping me in sharing and exchanging ideas with my teammate. So in the coming projects, we will identify the areas to get expertise in that. So last but not the least, our guide has helped us in developing the first part of assignment. So we were both actively involved in all the tasks and we had like actively discussions, and this will continue further in the till the last part of our assignment. So yeah, we have given like both the references as well in our slides. So 15 references has been mentioned. So coming to the end part, we thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the presentation and thank you.